Spoiler alert, this vlog is published after Game of Thrones airs on HBO in the US on Sunday night, and on Foxtel in Australia on Monday. Do not read unless you have watched Season 7, Episode 2, which airs in the UK on Sky Atlantic on Monday at 2 AM and 9 PM, and is repeated in Australia on Showcase on Monday at 7:30 PM AEST. Peace. Do you think that's what we had under your father, or his father, or his? Peace never lasts, my dear. Excuse me while I take a few minutes to remember to breathe. The pulsating final 5 minutes of this episode, in which Euron Greyjoy brought House Targaryen's motto, fire and blood, to life, eliminating 2/3 of the sand snakes in the process, made it clear that budget is not an issue this season. Yet, as the focus narrows and more characters are swept from the board, it becomes clear that behind the big set pieces, this show's main interest lies in the nature of governance, in how one should rule and to what end. The opening scene between Dany and her advisors took the time to establish how unstable her Grand Alliance really is, thanks to its many competing interests. Olenna and Ellaria desperate for revenge, Yara hopeful that a Targaryen queen will allow her to rule in the Iron Islands, Varys keen to stabilize a nation, and Tyrion, well, let's just say that I thought the plan to use the Unsullied to attack Casterly Rock was both astute and very beneficial to a certain smart hand of the Queen. There are a number of solid points that lie behind this self-interest. However, Olenna was right that peace doesn't last, and you need to think about how you would respond to insurrection. Tyrion is right that if Dany simply sailed to King's Landing and burnt its inhabitants into submission, the talk would all be of her father, the Mad King, and that fear is no way to rule. Varys is right that kings come and go, but stable nations last, that it's not a question of who rules but of how they intend to do so. This last detail finds its counterpoint in the alliance between Euron and Cersei, two people for whom power is just a game and who have no plans beyond seizing the throne, sitting in it and laughing as their enemies are crushed beneath their feet. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Emilia Clarke as Daenerys Targaryen, Peter Dinklage as Tyrion Lannister, Gemma Whelan as Yara Greyjoy, and Indira Varma as Ellaria Sand. And what of Dany herself? She stressed throughout this episode that she had no interest in being the Queen of the Ashes or in being her brother Viserys, yet her message of forgiveness to Varys was tempered by the threat of death by dragon burning and her summoning of Jon. Very much from the Stannis Baratheon school of bend the knee or be damned. Interestingly, Tyrion's note to the North was clearly far more conciliatory. That's diplomacy in action, my friends.